Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of FEM Talk. It's that time. It's FEM Talk Tuesday. We are here and we have an exciting show for you again this evening. I have the beautiful ladies of FEM Talk here in the background. They're waiting patiently backstage, all pretty in pink, because we are representing Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I'm going to bring them in. I have Shima Shishi Talks.
Hello, Fem Talkers.
And we can't hear you.
No.
No. So we're going to take her down for one moment and we're going to bring in Dr. Melissa Mimi Simmons.
Hey. Hello.
And I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi or... Yeah. And here we go again with technology. Can you guys hear me?
I heard her. Did you hear her?
Can you hear me?
I tell you.
I can hear you. Technology. I think Miss Tracy's still a little frozen there. Uh-oh. Oopsies. She's frozen. She left. I tell you.
How you doing? I'm doing good. You know, I love a good Fem Talk Tuesday, so I am wonderful.
How are you? Ready. I'm good. So I guess we'll just move on until she comes back. But you know what's next? It is time for hot topics. And it is all about the purple. I am so excited. We are 1 month away, I believe, from the new release of the color purple. Yay!
I'm so excited.
Now, if you saw it, if y'all should know what this means from the first one.
You know, that's what we're all waiting for. The moments when we can do the gestures and speak the lines and all those things and see how they're gonna revamp them. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Excited. I love Halle Berry. Not Halle, Halle.
Halle, yeah.
No, Halle Berry. But I just love her. I think she's gonna just be exquisite in that role. But Fantasia, I can't wait to see her. I think that's who I'm most excited about is Fantasia.
Yes. Well, have you seen her? Did you see her on Broadway?
No, I haven't.
It was great. And wow. I think that is such a quick, they have to really put it together quickly and, get in all the parts and the singing that they need to. So this can be a way that she can just really glaze over the role and give you exactly what you wanted, as opposed to how I hate to say like a microwave because, you get that real fast, give you all the parts on the stage, but she's in the movie and you can put it together well.
Yes. And, and the thing about it is, and thank you, Mr. Producer. We got Taraji P. Henson in that. You have Halle Bailey, not Halle Berry, and Asia. And yes, you have Danielle Brooks, her. I mean, it just goes on and on. And I think Oprah obviously is producing the whole thing, and Oprah is just bringing everything that it was when she did it just to a whole nother level. I didn't know Ciara was in it. I didn't know that. That's a new one. I did not know Ciara was in it. Oh, there she goes.
Lady.
I mean, I don't know. I'm cursed at AT&T right now, though. Yep, I said their names. Yes, I did.
Yes, she called you out. What's that internet for her? Come on,
Exactly.
come on.
And I checked, these fancy phones and everything, right? I checked the app and it says you're online and it's strong. No, it's really not.
Not enough.
You're not telling the truth.
Right.
Yes, but I did hear you, ladies, because I was watching on my phone from my trying to get in, and I'm so excited about The Color Purple.
Yes.
And I absolutely, if you guys know, I love Fantasia. I try to go see her anywhere, anytime that I can. I just recently saw her here in North, which her home. And I'm so excited for her to be on The Color Purple.
Yeah,
so
I was saying
excited.
the same thing. I was saying the same thing, Tracy. I can't wait to see Fantasia, but I mean, I can't wait to see the whole thing. You know, and I will say this: there is always such an expectation when you do a new rendition of something that already existed.
Yeah.
So sometimes our expectation is very high, but I expect, I'm going to say it, none less from Miss Oprah Winfrey. So if anybody can hit a higher bar, Miss Oprah Winfrey can. And with that lineup, I see no reason why that can't be like just the best.
Right.
I agree. And I mean, look at the producers.
Oh wow.
Quincy Jones, Steven Spielberg. I mean, Scott Sanders, he's a top rated along with the one and only Oprah Winfrey, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, this is who does it. This is who does it the best. So I mean, come on.
I'm waiting for her to pull on whatever energy she used to really get into Sophia, to pull that throughout the whole movie. Yeah, you know, you had to get into a certain mindset because she played that role. And then to give it to the artist, the newer artist now, I'm hoping because she knows how to impart. So I'm hoping she gets in there and just grooms them. Oh, you see me doing my fingers. It's like good food.
I know. But who plays Mr.? Who's Mr.? In the new thing.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know. I you know,
question.
I mean, Mr. Producer, we need to know who Mr. is, because I tell you, Danny Glover did it. So
he did.
Oh, okay.
You know him?
I don't know who he is.
I kind of know who he is, but that should be interesting. Maybe. Okay. I'm gonna have to look this one up.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, every shoe. I mean, every role in the first Color Purple was huge. Yes. So whoever, like, everybody got to come with everything to really make that the next level of Color Purple.
Absolutely.
Cannot wait.
When is it supposed to come out? Do you know the date? Who's playing Harpo?
No, it's November. Mom asks who's playing. Hi, Mom. She asks who's playing Harpo. That's another one. We need to find who's playing. You know, Harpo. Christmas Day. I thought it was November. Okay, so now we know what we're doing. And you know you have to wear your purple outfits.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna say this because my mom asked that question. Mom, we have to go see Color Purple.
I knew it. I was waiting. I was just waiting.
Yes.
Was that Coleman Domingo?
Oh, is that Coleman Domingo?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yes, the face looks familiar.
Yep. Family trip to the movie theater.
Very excited. Very excited.
Yes, I like that idea. Great hot topic, ladies, as always.
Absolutely. So I have an announcement to make really quickly before we get into our topic tonight.
That's my drum roll, you guys, in case you didn't hear it.
We're all in our pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I just wanted to say that because we definitely support breast cancer awareness and research and, funding for breast cancer research and awareness. But I'm going out on a limb here. I am stretching myself, and I have applied for the Fab Over 40 contest with New Beauty Magazine. Yes. So everybody out there, please vote. I am looking forward to winning. I'm just going to claim it now. You see The link is right there. We're going to put it on the page as well. Click the link. It's actually already on the Fem Talk page. If you look for the post, you can click that link and go there, and please vote. They're asking for donations, but you do not have to donate to vote. You can do a free vote. So whatever is on your heart, donations will go toward breast cancer awareness and research and funding for different things with breast cancer. So please go and vote for yours truly. I'm excited about it. It's been fun already. And we just started yesterday, but it's been fun already. And people have really been supportive. So I also just want to say on here, thank you to my sisters here who are always supportive. And thank you to everybody out there, the Facebook family, for supporting as well, because people have been commenting already and voting. So I'm really appreciative of that. So
yes, and let me tell you, our girl is already almost in second place.
Yes.
Come on, people.
Now help me get there. The first round ends on the 19th. Now they do go through several rounds, and you don't find out who wins until December. So we do go through several rounds, but we're taking it round by round. So help your girl get to number one by October 19th. I would appreciate it.
Yes. I love it. I love it. And you're such a great representation of Fab 40 and just survival and just how you reset and encouraging others to do that. So I am 100% so proud of you, Miss Tracy, and can't wait. Yay!
Thank you. And I will tell you guys, I'm doing this because I'm looking to be a care partner. I'm going to find a beautiful woman here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I actually already know one. So it depends on where she is in her journey after this process is over. But I want to be a care partner for a woman here to help her through treatments and whatever she needs, to be perfectly honest with you, as she's going through the fight for breast cancer. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that. And what I love about this, we was talking last week about finding the right avenue to donate through. And when I saw that, I said, this is so perfect, because we want to be able, and not to say that, there's so many great foundations and organizations out there, but we specifically talked about wanting to have somebody we could touch.
Yeah.
And we want to see our money go right into somebody's hands. And the fact that this is doing that, you're able to be a care partner to somebody who is going through their own experience with this horrific, disease that really has devastated so many families and attacked so many women and men. And we just want to see that as it goes forward, that we could encourage the next woman or person. And I just love that you picked this. So thank you, Tracy.
Thank you. And if I could, just really quickly before we get into our subject again, I just wanted to let people know, this is from the American Cancer Society. In 2023, in the United States, there were 297,000, a little over 297,000 new cases of invasive breast cancer. And every time I talk to someone, I hear of someone new having breast cancer. And I can remember being in a support group, and there were always new women coming through that group. So, and it's been affecting men too. I think it's about, I want to say like 3,000 men.
Yeah.
So men are also getting breast cancer. So we want to just raise awareness on this. There are things that you can do to help your body fight disease before you get to a diagnosis. So, I'm just really passionate about that part of it too, because I want to help people before they even get there. But I want to also say that there is life after a diagnosis, and there are things you can do to manage that journey as well. So thank you guys.
I love it. And I'm just excited. And to your point, this is really wreaking havoc on so many families, and any support we can give is just amazing. So thank you, Casey.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. So we thank you, everybody, for that. And now we're going to get into our top, and there'll be more to come. We'll be announcing that as the shows go along. But we're here to talk about, we're also excited about our topic tonight, because we are here to talk about homecoming.
Yes.
So for all of our current college students and our college graduates, anybody who has had the college experience, we want to hear from you. We want to hear what you have to say. Even if you did not graduate, if you went to school for a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever that is, but you had a college experience, we want to hear about it. So tell us in the comments where you went to school, what you enjoyed most about school. We're going to get into this conversation. I absolutely love the school that I went to. I'm a Norfolk State University graduate, HBCU. Behold the green and gold. Hello to Spiro the Spartan, our mascot, because we are the Spartans, y'all. I love Norfolk State University, and I had the opportunity to go back to homecoming last year, 2022. Me and my college bestie went back to homecoming. And you saw that sign there when I was in school many years ago. We did not have a football stadium, so we shared a stadium with Old Dominion University. So to go back to school and see the stadium on campus was so
wow.
Great. So I even have a clip of Norfolk State University's band actually playing on the sideline during the football game, but we had Yes, so you heard them say, "Go Spartans, go!" Yes, and that's how they do it on the sidelines.
And you saw the girl. You could barely see the girls. I saw them. They was like, "Yes, yes." Jay was on point. Yes,
that would have been you. That would have been you, Mimi. Knowing that you love to dance, that would have been you. I love it. Oh, we've got Temple
Jen went to Temple University. That's her name. You might as well change your name on the screen.
That's right.
Nice.
Yes. So tell us, ladies, where did you go?
Oh,
I'll let Sheba go now.
I went all the way down south. I went to my mom's hometown, Savannah, Georgia, Savannah State College, because it was not a university when I went. So I'm not telling age, but it was not a university. It is now.
All right.
So we joke a lot about SSC and SSU and what it was like then and what it's like now. And I am a homecoming butterfly. I used to go every year, and I haven't been in a while. And I love my Tigers. I did not graduate. Yes. I did not graduate, but I matured there. I learned who I was there, who I wanted to be there. And when I actually finished school, I went to a school that would give me the same accreditation as my school, so that if I wanted to merge or transfer, it would be easy. That's how much I love my HBCU.
Woo!
Love it. Well, I didn't go to HBCU. I honestly didn't even know about HB. We just didn't know. But I went to Pace University. And Spartans, yes. Spartans. So I loved my 4-year experience. So much so I stopped going home in the summers. I stayed up there. I was an RA. I became anything I could just to stay in school. I loved it. I had a great time. Met my husband in college. So hey. And just, I became Mimi. If there was ever a coming out of somebody, that's where Mimi was born. I was very sheltered growing up. So by the time I got to college, I was like, oh my God, this is what the world is. I was that kid. And I had a great group of friends. We were all part of the PACE Opportunity Program. So that's where all the minorities were at PACE. We was all in the same program, and we became like a family. So even though I was doe-eyed, I used to my brothers and sisters be pulling me back. Oh no, you're not doing that tonight. Nope. Today I couldn't do nothing. But I loved it. They took care of me, and I loved the school. I did go. I loved homecoming. Always went to homecoming, and I went back a couple of times after. I haven't been. I have to say for years. But I would, I did go online the other day. They have so many activities. I was like, wow, maybe if I was close, I would go this year to something. A lot of alumni programs they have there. So shout out to Pace University.
Yes. So I'm looking forward to going back to homecoming next year. It was so exciting. I'm not doing it this year, but definitely next year. So tell us, ladies, and everybody out there in the audience, why did you pick the school that you picked?
Ooh. I see a Sacred Heart out there. I know who's Sacred Heart. I'm a Razorback. Okay. I know Razorback.
Razorbacks. I know where she went to school, but she has to tell that story herself. But she had to come home. That was a time when we couldn't be in certain states.
It was safer for her to be home.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why did you pick your school?
I have to be, me, I'll be very transparent. That wasn't my first choice. I just knew I was going to Delaware State, and I didn't apply anywhere else. Like my grades and everything else were the best, and I can say where I'm going. I applied to one school. I did not get into that school, and my mother was like, "Oh, you will be going to community college." Not that there's anything wrong with community college, but I wanted to go off and live and go somewhere else. But I didn't make that choice. So my cousin came to my high school graduation. She is from Savannah. That is my first cousin. Our mothers are sisters. And she was like, you should come check out Savannah State. I was like, So she cut her 2-week vacation short in half. And we used the second half of her vacation. I went down there with her. I checked out the campus. And in like 2 days, I was like, oh, I'm staying. I want to go here. So, yeah. And that's how it started.
Nice. Very nice.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't pick my school either. Oh, is that you? Is that she?
That was our dancing.
I love it. I love it.
Where you at?
That one. That's the cheerleaders and the dance team. I was in the stands. What we did we were not. Me and my friends were not obedient. We didn't wait. We didn't do things the way you're supposed to. And we didn't have a pep. We were like, they don't have enough energy. So we just started our own pep squad. And we went bananas in the stands. So we didn't have many meetings. We just got out there and dressed accordingly and acted a fool.
Well, I can attest to that part too.
Yes, honey. Now I like a good beat, so I was cutting up.
I love it.
Wow.
So, listen, I chose HBCUs, right? Like I just applied. I knew I wanted to go to an HBCU because I was, born and raised in a small suburban town. That's actually not so small anymore, but it felt small back then, right? And I wanted to go see, a little bit more culture. So I only applied to HBCUs. I applied to a few of them, but I used to always go to Virginia Beach in the summertime with my dad. So I really knew that I wanted to be in Virginia. So Norfolk State was just really the likely choice for me, just to be in that area, to kind of feel closer to what, some nostalgia that I had going down there with my father every summer. So
nice.
and it was one of the best experiences. And I have to say, I partied hard. I partied hard at school. I'm not gonna lie. I had so much fun, but I always got my schoolwork done because I was focused on graduating. But I partied my tail off.
Damn. I don't think it was a party without my name on it.
That's right. And we're gonna have to take a commercial break. But I want to ask our wonderful producer backstage to take us out. But me and my son went to the Battle of the HBCU bands here in North Carolina. And I'm going to say if you could play the Central State, one of the Central State videos. And I'll tell you why I chose these two schools because they were the best. But just take us out to commercial with one of those. And we are back, and we took you out to Central State University in Ohio. And did you hear that beat? They were playing that song, No, 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 you don't love me, this I know now. Yes, they were so good. So I have to tell you, I chose the two schools that I chose to play because I did take a lot of video while we were there. We were getting into it, but they were just the best. Central State University was just unconventional with theirs. The music that they played was amazing. And they were like out of the box thinking with the music that they played. When you hear the next song from them, you're going to understand why too. So I just love it. And then we'll talk about the next one later. Oh, if you want to play the other one by Central State, let's do it. Let's do it. So I'm back here jamming, singing the song. Okay, so who can name that song? Who can name it? Who can name it? Come on, Shima, come on.
Imagine Dragons, Believer.
That's right.
Oh, that's
funny.
Yeah.
They are. Now you call that a versatile band. You call that a versatile band.
Yes. And I've been playing the best of some of the music there. So yeah, I love Imagine Dragons. So I was like, yes, you had to hear me. I'm surprised you didn't hear me in the background of that video hollering. Because I was just really getting into it. It was so much fun. So much fun.
That's nice. That's really good.
So you've already said that those weren't your dream schools, right? Mm-hmm. But when you think about, your school, what was your, favorite experience or favorite part of the schools that you went to?
It wasn't, it wasn't my dream school, but I'm glad I went there. I mean, I didn't know, my parents kind of said, this is where you're going. I got into a few schools. I had good grades, and it wasn't affordable, other schools. And my mom, with her, I don't know, found a way I could get a grant money. So it ended up being a great experience. I think what I loved the most was orientation. Unlike most schools, everybody goes up, for, to start the day before school, and that's how most people did. But because we was part of this program, all of them, most of the minorities at Pace at the time, and then all three, anybody went to any three campus, New York, White Plains, or Westchester, if you was part of the program, you all came up for a week of orientation before anybody came on campus. And orientation was phenomenal. That's usually where all the hookups happen, But you learn, they gave you skills to survive college. One of the lessons I never forgot and always implemented. I forget who said this, but they said, as a PACE opportunity person, you never sit in the back of nobody's class. I want all of my people in the front of every class. Because we were known, meaning minorities were known to sit in the back of the class or not pay attention. They said, nope, not a PACE opportunity person, not a pop student. Pop students all sat in the front. And like clockwork, when first day started in every class, we were right in the front. And even the professors said, y'all must be pop students. And we loved it. But it made sure we stayed. 85% of us. Oh my God! Like graduation picture.
Oh my gosh, that's exactly like Ashley.
Ashley, yeah.
Ashley, yeah. But I wouldn't give it up for the world. I enjoyed it thoroughly. We didn't have, I didn't have the bands and the stuff, but we made fun, and
made it fun.
Orientation was everything. And 85% of pop students graduated from the college.
Nice.
That was
very nice.
We went and we graduated, and that was the point, that we didn't drop out.
Yeah.
It was a very low percentage that would leave, but most of us, 85%, graduated.
Yeah. Nice. Very nice.
I think that's across the board, where they talk about orientation and look to your left and you look to your right, and that person may not be there next week.
Yeah.
I think we all got that.
Yeah.
That spiel. I think for me, I did everything. And when I tell you everything, I did it all. Even if I only did it once, I did everything. I was a part of clubs. I partied. I was mischievous. I got in trouble. When I say I did everything, I traveled with the concert choir. I sang and traveled and sang with the concert choir. Everything, anything and everything. Community service. We did sit out, protests and everything. Like, I made sure that I got the full college experience. I did everything. And I gotta say, what really, out of all of what I did and all the fun and all the partying and all the knowledge that I gained, I think the biggest lesson for me was my third semester, because we did 4 semesters in that area. So my third semester, my English professor had to school me on where I was from and what I should be doing. And I at first, when she said it, I was like, we tried to be angry. She was a Caucasian lady. I was a black student, and I came to the black college, and now you're going to school me about my education and where I come from. And she said, do you know that your high school was in the top 10 schools of the nation in 19 blah 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 when I graduated?
Blah blah blah.
Right. And she was angry because you take 107, 108, and 109 English, and I fluffed all 3. So by the time I took the 3 semesters, I was still in 107. That lady said, there is no way. She said, this will be the last time you fail an English class in this building. And when I tell you, she set me straight, just those few words was like, this is not expected of you. She set me straight. 107, 108, and then 109, she released me. And I said, you're not going to be my teacher. She said, no, and I'm not going to let you register for my class. You are going to take the class from the director of English studies. I said, he fails everybody. She was like, yeah. So, and you only going to take that class once. And I was like, okay. I only took it once.
So do what you have to do, lady.
I did what I had to do. I'm so many lessons. Like I said, I got my mother's money's worth. I ain't gonna lie. I got it all. And in both facets. I got major education, and then I had a blast.
Nice. Yeah. I have to say that too. What I love most about my school though was the school spirit and how we always came together. It was like you could go to any other school or any other gathering game where there was going to be other, universities. The Norfolk State people always came back together. We were like a family at that school. And we always owned on campus around like the student union, and we had 2 buildings called the Twin Towers. They called them the Twin Towers after New York. They were the dorm buildings, and everybody used to out of the Twin Towers. Even people that did not go to the school knew to come on campus and come by the Twin Towers because that's where everybody was going to be. People used to have their cars open with the radios, or the guys had their radios out, and everybody was out in the yard. Right. And we were like all family. So not only did we like commune on campus and come together, we partied there, and then we went out elsewhere and partied, and we were always all like, we were like a gang, right? Basically, because Norfolk State University people always, gathered around other Norfolk State students. So it was just fun. Yeah, it was definitely like
much like that.
It really was, but it was so much fun. So much fun. And I just met so many people. I met so many people in college. And that was the one reason why I got on Facebook. I have to be honest with you. When Facebook first came about, I was like, I just want to find everybody from my college. I just want to find everybody, which I did find, so many people. So it was just a good place to be.
Yeah.
Had a great time.
I got on Facebook first too. Try to find people that I did. I didn't find everybody, but I found some people. But like you said, I think college, and the funny thing, in my heart, I didn't go where I wanted to. I didn't know about HBCU. So when my kids, when they started, looking for college, I was like, hey, where you want to go? And to my surprise, they were like, we stay in local, Mom. We ain't going nowhere far. I was like, no, you can go away. And Ashley was like, nah. Actually, she was like you. She applied to one school. I said, girl, you better put another school on there. I mean, she got in. She's just determined that way.
Right.
And she had a good time, but I just wanted them to have a big experience. And then here came Nick, and I was like, yes. And we took him a couple of places. We took him to Delaware State, all that kind of stuff. And I said, Connecticut?
Coastal Carolina. And you said, absolutely not.
Yeah, he was supposed to go away. He looked at Florida. We was talking about Michigan. Oh no, I wanted him to go. And he was like, no, I think I'm gonna stay here. And I mean, they had a great time, but I want them to have a different experience than I had. I mean, I remember they, I think Ashley was one of the two. I think maybe it was Nick. He said, "What about Pace?" I said, "No, don't go to Pace. Go somewhere else." Mind you, best school for business. One of the best schools. People overlook it all the time. One of the best schools for accounting business is phenomenal. Top. I believe it's top 5 if you're going to be an accountant. If not, number 1. But anyway, great school. But I wanted my kids to go. But anyway.
So, Leedy, you just led right into it. What did you major in? So I think we're probably all in the same boat right now. Right?
Yeah. We're all in business, right? All of us are business. Mm-hmm. We all. I mean, mine's.
I started out different.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't.
I started out computer science. And I
did
wrote it
too.
until
I
when
did
you
too.
realized that you had to sit at the desk all day long and write programs, I was like, oh, I quit.
I,
I don't
you
want
and
this.
me both. You and me both. My mom, I was. They told me what to do, and they said,
Yes.
they said, Melissa, you gonna go to school and you're gonna major in management information systems. Oh, okay. Because you combine management and computers. That's
right.
wonderful. You
That's
going?
right.
Oh, okay. Yes, Daddy. And so I went on. And like you said, they started doing COBOL programming. I said, oh no.
Make your
Oh
head hurt.
Lord. I didn't know every computer
One
class I hated more and more.
Yeah.
But I was acing my accounting classes, loved it.
That's what my cousin said. How did you test out of? I tested out of math in SATs. I had to take no math. I went straight into the calculuses and the
high five, me too. Woo!
and then I'll math you all day long. But once you tell me that I gotta write C++ and I'm done. I gotta sit at this computer for 3 hours and read this.
Woo!
I'm asleep or I'm minding somebody else's business. Now nothing is getting written.
I always knew I wanted to be an accountant, and
No,
until I turned 40.
Until you turn 40, and listen, I want to do this no more.
But I always knew, and my thought process was
right.
It had nothing to do with my dreams and goals. It was okay. When you go into business, the accountants are the last to go. I was like, since they're the last,
always have a job.
Me, and I'm like, I've always been great at math, right? Even though accounting is not really math, it's more principle than it is math. Mm-hmm. However, right. that was thinking back then. Oh, I can do math, be an accountant, and the accountants are always the last to leave the business. So we got to close things out. So
somebody got to watch the money. That's right.
Somebody got to do the money.
Exactly. So that's why I did it.
It was in my blood, but I mean, it's just natural for me. It's still natural for me. Numbers and business and like I said, it was. I still love it. Now, is that the only thing I want to do? No,
exactly.
It's not the only thing I do, but when I do it well. So
yeah.
Clearly, I think I knew that there was a creative side, but I knew that there had to be an aptitude, like a application, side or professional side that needed to, because that's what our parents told us: get a job and make money. And that was once I knew that I had an aptitude for technology. The computer science teacher was like, "That should be your major." And we were kids. Okay, so that was my major. So, but you still know that there was we didn't, like she said, at 40, she was like, that's not what I want to do. Because you knew that you had that other side, but sometimes that other side wasn't ready to make the money. So you had to go get that other money.
I mean, you weren't trained for that. You were trained to go to college, right? So that's what we did. We, get your education and get a good job, right? That was our time period. That's what we did. Work. Listen, I can't say anything bad about it, right? Because I have used my degree to the fullest. I've used my experience in college socially to the fullest, and I've used my degree to the fullest. So I cannot complain about that whatsoever, and it's still working for me. So, I can't complain about it at all. I've done well.
I think that's why I'm so, cling to Savannah State so much, because of what it did for me, as opposed to the fact that I got my degree from there. Yeah. It really, because of, I should say, in spite of not getting my degree there, I still feel like I wouldn't be this person if I didn't go there.
Yeah.
For sure. Same. I'm the same way. I think Pace, I was talking to some new auditors that came to my office today, and I said I went to Pace University, and it really is one of the best for business. And like you said, after those 4 years, I didn't need no more. I knew everything. I knew CPA, I knew auditing, I knew everything. And to this day, everything I learned in that 4 years, I apply. So it's still, like you said, I squeeze all of it. I'm getting some more out of it. I flipped it over, made something else out of
it. Boil it, fry it,
everything.
That's right. So I want to give you guys a little more band life at the HBCUs. So if we could play, okay. So this school was my favorite. I gotta give you a little story behind it before we play it, though. This school was my absolute favorite, and let me tell you why. First of all, they started this whole thing late in true HBCU fashion, right? The whole thing started late. The weather was really hot. People were falling out. And so many things were happening. So this school came at like 9 p.m. Yeah, they came at 9 p.m. But let me tell you what they did when they came at 9 p.m. First of all, the band leader, director, he was so thorough, so strict with these kids, right? That you knew they were going to be on point. They marched in a certain way, right? Nobody was out of step or out of line, even when they went into their seats. And when they had a junior director who got up on a ladder to direct them, because all of the bands also play on the sideline before they actually go out to the field. So the junior director got up on the ladder and started them. And this is what I caught, because they sat right in front of us and we kept wondering who's coming. So everybody out there, and they were getting yelled at because, you know, they were late and he was telling them to march in, right? And they were marching in the way they were supposed to, but they were still getting yelled at. Yeah. So this is just to tell you how on point they were and how on point their director was. So when they came in and that junior director got up on that ladder and these kids started playing, and when they stood them on their feet, I mean, they played their hearts out. They ended the show dynamically. Everybody was on their feet. Everybody was excited. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. This is Bethune-Cookman University from Florida. The Wildcats, y'all. The Wildcats. So let's...
Wow.
Yes. So we have one more from them.
Hey, you brought me back.
But I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm like, hey, I couldn't help myself.
I heard you. Hey.
I love it. I love it.
Absolutely.
I love it.
They came.
You brought me back when you said the guy was so strict, because I remember clearly our band director saying to us when we had practiced these songs all night long, and then he was like, "When I give you the hand raise, you need to stand up in unison." And we were so tired. All you heard was the chairs squeaking. He said, "Oh, y'all can't stand up in unison? But we're gonna sing in unison." Girl, when I'm telling you, we were there past midnight, learning how to stand in unison. He was like, "Do it again. Stand again." He said, "I shouldn't hear the chairs.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see late heads popping up." Girl, I was like, "Ooh, I signed up for this."
Yeah. That's what you absolutely know, though, what type of show you're going to get when you have a director like that, right? Yes. They were so disciplined in the way they did things. And I know those kids were tired because they probably had just driven from Florida to North Carolina.
Wow.
And got here late.
All night
and
long.
Practiced, right. Yeah. And got here late. And then they probably practiced before they came out on the field, right? But they were so on point, and they just stole the show. And they did it for me. After they were done, I was like, all right, we can go. That's it. I'm done. That was it. That was it. So yeah,
gotta love it.
But for everyone out there, we hope that you are, visiting schools this homecoming season, because it's happening now across the country. That homecoming is going on. They're usually October, November time frame. So this is why we wanted to just talk about college life and have you reminisce, for those who have already graduated or for those who are there now. We just wanted to hear some of your stories. So, if you haven't given it to us this evening, make sure that you pop your comments in the show page, because we're going to be talking more about Greek life come next week. So for our Greek out there, yes, because we're just talking about the whole college experience. We enjoyed being college students, and we hope that everybody out there did too. And we hope that you enjoy your homecoming coming up next. Let us know all about it. So we will see you guys next week. Any final comments from the ladies here on Fem Talk about college life?
Yes. I'm going to go to my son's homecoming and enjoy it with him.
Nice. All right.
Now
you gotta be the cool mom when you go to homecoming, mom.
I got cool down pat. They're gonna be like, Mama Sims. I'll be like, yeah.
Exactly.
All I can say is, Nick.
You going to the actual game and everything, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna be in the stands cutting up.
He gets it from his mama. He gets it from his mama.
Oh, Nick.
Okay. And for those of you who don't know, our producer's shaking his head in the background because he's bringing his mom.
Knows what, right.
Yeah. So maybe next year I'll have to bring my son with me to homecoming. Because it's that time for him. He's a junior in high school, so to see what he wants to do.
Yeah,
right.
That's what I was gonna say. If you have children in the sophomore year and senior year, and you can, if it's in your your finances and your time and your availability, please take them on that HBCU tour. Any one of them. If you can Google it, you can find schools that do it. If your school doesn't. Just for the experience alone, just to see what you're not seeing.
And I would say a college tour period, right? Like just a college tour period, just to be able to visit a school and go on campus and see what's happening on campus, to go see the buildings, right? Like see where classes are going to be, to have that whole pre-experience before they actually get there.
Totally agree. I'm gonna shout out Sheila Moore. She coordinates the college campus tours and the HBCU tours for Teaneck High School. So shout you out for that, and just exposing kids to opportunity. So yes, go on a college tour and see what you like.
And I would, and to that point, I'm glad that you said that too, because I encourage kids to go talk to their guidance counselors about college and find out what your high school has to offer to get you ready to go to college. So for those who don't know, right, and they're not exploring, or if your parents are not exploring with you, talk to those guidance counselors, because they've got all the information that you need.
They sure do.
School. Yeah, they absolutely do. Yes. So that's it, everybody. This has been another episode of Fem Talk. We will see you back here next Tuesday evening at 8:30 p.m. and get ready for Greek life. Come with your paraphernalia on. We want to know if you are a part of a sorority, couldn't get that out, or a fraternity. Right? Let us know. All right. And we will see you next week.